Hey everybody, welcome. It's Friday.
Hello. Morning.
We are so excited today. We've got a big day. So, yeah. I'm just going to dive right in. First of all, there's Nick. You're looking at the back of his head. Oh, actually, there he is.
I turned around.
There's Dustin. I'm picking his nose.
Ew.
But
I think so gross.
you know, since Snow Bear finished, we've been working on so many different projects. We've got all of our, we've got our animated, the art of bringing stories to life. So we've got our outside seminars going on, and we've got more courses going. But we've also got projects that we've been developing. We've got a series idea that we've been working on that we haven't mentioned yet, that down the road we will mention. And then we've also got several projects, creative projects, narratives from a prequel to Snow Bear, which is called Polar. And that one is a feature-length idea, but also we've talked about doing that as a graphic novel, because we're getting into that as well, because our books are you guys have created, are telling us you want books, because they're flying off the shelves. Actually, my Art of Aaron Blaze Volume 2 is pretty much, how many books do we have left? It's
Volume 2,
gone.
there are less than 100 copies.
Yeah,
Really?
we're almost out. Yeah.
Holy moly.
But anyway, I'm rambling. Another project that, I've got Indovu, which is an elephant project, another short. I love making shorts because it's either myself or a small group of people working on these. You turn them around fast. They have just as much emotional impact, I think, as a feature film. And they're fun to do. I was equating it to, if you're a musician, big feature-length films are like orchestras and composers that go off and write these symphonies and score movies and things like that. And creating animated shorts are like, pop song writers and rock and songs that you hear on the radio. But they're just as much fun, and they're fun to listen to, and they're fun to create, and you can turn them around quick. And so one of the other projects that I've been developing over the last several months was this story called Blue, about a blue whale who befriends a boy. And so today we're going to show that at our member stream today at 1 o'clock. But leading up to that, I thought I would do some drawing from that and just talk a little bit about what was thinking about, and blue whales and the story itself. And if you're watching today and you're not a member, you might want to think about heading over and maybe becoming a member and becoming part of that, because one of the things we're going to do down the road, if we decide to continue on with Blue, is we're going to do what we did with Snow Bear, and that is we're going to open it up to the public, the entire process, and you're going to watch me in real time make the film. And if you've never made a film before, because I've done 7 feature films and short films and all kinds of stuff, you can learn. And it's like it's a film school in real time. So there you go. But I'm rambling a little bit. Before I get started, I'm going to hand it over to these guys and let you talk a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, so Dustin, be ready with the Blue commercial, because I think that's a good thing to talk about. So if you're not a member at Creature Art Teacher, head on over to creatureartteacher.com/member, and you can join us today for the 1 o'clock stream. Let's roll the video real quick. We'll talk about that, then we'll come right back, and then we'll dive into what we're doing today. Sound good?
Good.
All right. And here we go.
Hey everyone, Aaron Blaze here, and I've got something really special to share with you. This Friday, May 8th, during our members only live stream, I'm going to be showing for the very first time the animatic for my new project, Blue. Now, this is early, really early. The kind of early that usually stays behind closed doors. But if you followed Snow Bear, you know that I love bringing you into the process. You saw the sketches, the story, the animation, every step of the way. And that film has now been seen over 5 million times and has won nearly 50 awards. So we're going to do it again. This Friday, I'm not just showing the animatic, I'm going to walk you through how I approach storytelling, how I build a story, how the artwork evolves, and how Blue has taken shape so far. You'll see where it started, how it's changed, and where it might go next. Because that's the idea. I want this studio to feel like a fishbowl. And that's actually what we're calling it, the fishbowl. As a member, you're not just watching the finished film someday, you're watching it come to life as it happens in real time. I've got a lot of stories I want to tell. Some big, epic adventures, some smaller, more personal. And not everything will be animation. Some projects might become graphic novels or other forms of storytelling. Sometimes it's just me at my desk figuring things out, and other times it's a full team building something bigger. But no matter what, the goal is always the same, to tell stories that make you feel something and to put a little more good into the world. And you get a front row seat to all of it. So this Friday, May 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern, I'll be sharing a sneak peek at Blue. If you're already a member, I'll see you there. But if you're not, now's a great time to join because this is one that you're not going to want to miss. Right now, memberships are on sale and this special stream is included for all members. So learn more at creatureartteacher.com/member, and I can't wait to see you. Thanks.
And we're back.
And we're back.
So there you go, everybody. Go to creatureartteacher.com/member. You can join us today at 1 p.m. for that special members only presentation. We're really looking forward to sharing it with you. I'm going to let Aaron draw live. Then we've got another big announcement on this stream.
The next announcement I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
But we'll get into this for a little bit. Let people come in and
Once again, if you guys ask, we answer.
And real quick, someone sent a super comment on YouTube with a generous donation asking, how can I contact you to try to set up an interview for my YouTube channel?
the best way for anything like that, and I replied directly to them in the chat, but the best way always is support@creatureartteacher.com. That's support@creatureartteacher.com. And so what are you drawing now, Aaron?
I am drawing kind of a one sheet idea. One sheet being a movie poster idea, if I were to put this out. I've been, I grew up in Florida. I didn't grow up where there was blue whales, but I did grow up in Florida doing a lot of diving, snorkeling. I've never been certified as a scuba diver, but I've done scuba diving. And I used to have a little underwater lung and stuff, but I did a lot of free diving growing up. I've always loved the ocean. I've got some great stories of being out on the ocean and being lost in the ocean, all kinds of stuff. But I love whales, and I always have. Always wanted to tell a story with doing something underwater, and so. And this is part of my presentation today, talking about where the inspiration comes from for my stories and where this one in particular came from. And so I'm really fascinated by these giant monolithic creatures just living their lives out in the big blue. And some of them, like bowheads, which are Arctic whales, they live 200 years, which is amazing to me.
It's always amazing to me when I hear about the Greenland shark or whatever.
Yeah, they can live up to 400, and they think maybe even 600 years.
That's crazy.
The funny thing is, no one knows, actually.
Exactly, I know.
They're theorizing how long they can live because, yeah, it's pretty fascinating. It's like...
We got somebody asking, do you wish you worked at Disney?
Well, I was with Disney for 21 years. So I had my stint at Disney. And it was cool, man. I loved working at Disney.
It was like so cool, dude.
And then I want to let people know we've got our upcoming Masterclass in LA. We are literally 2 weeks away from that.
Literally.
Yeah, and that is going to be amazing. 2 weeks from tomorrow, we will be
gosh,
there
it's
on stage.
It's that soon.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's going to go by so fast.
It's going to be Aaron Blaze, and over nearly 20 other speakers. Actually, I think it might be over 20 now, taking you through the entire animated pipeline. You can learn more at creatureartteacher.com/live. We have less than 10 VIP tickets left. VIP tickets are nearly sold out.
We keep selling VIP tickets every day.
Yeah, and so go to creatureartteacher.com/live to learn all about it.
Learn all about it.
You know, if you want to get one of those VIP tickets, which gets you guaranteed front 5 row seating plus a few additional perks, check that out. Snap those up. Don't wait. And one other thing to point out is that that event, all tickets includes lunch. So we're going to feed you each day. So it's the way the event works. These are long 8-hour days, but you get to see, it's all on a single stage. So you're going to get to see everything. We're going to talk pre-production, production, post-production, distribution, all linearly, all on one stage, live demos, live panels, Q&As, nice 1-hour lunch break in a beautiful historic theater. creatureartteacher.com/live. Don't miss it.
It's going to be huge, folks.
That particular event will not be live streamed because we cannot for a variety of reasons. And so be ready with the other video, Dustin. Mm-hmm. We have a very special announcement. Aaron, do you want to tee this up or?
Yeah, well, we've had so many folks. We have a lot of people from around the country here in the United States. We've got a lot of folks in Europe and all over the world, Asia, that can't make it. You know, it's, you know, travel is a little difficult right now, and we get it. And they really wanted us to live stream the event. Well, we can't live stream the event. And so Nick started really coming up with some alternative ideas, and we started talking some more. And it was Nick that came up with this notion of animated, the extended sessions. And these are going to be specifically for those of you that can't be here in person and you want to be able to watch from the comfort of your own home. You want to talk about it a little more, Nick?
Yeah, so there's going to be certain topics. The animated in-person event's going to be amazing, and we're going to go deep into all kinds of topics. But given that it's 2 days and we're covering the entire animation pipeline, not every single topic is going to be able to, we're not going to be able to spend as long as we might be able to. So we came up with animated the extended sessions. I think the best way to explain it is we'll let the video do the talking, and then we'll come back and we'll talk more about it. So Dustin, roll it.
Got it.
Hey everyone, Aaron Blaze here. You know, over the past few weeks, I've been hearing from a lot of you, artists, students, teachers, from all over the world. And I keep hearing the same thing. Man, I wish I could be there. And look, I get it. Animated in Los Angeles is going to be an amazing event. 2 full days, 1 stage, some of the best artists and filmmakers that I know. It's going to be a great experience. And honestly, that experience can't really be replicated. Being in the room, the energy, the conversations, all those little moments in between, that's the magic of it. But I keep coming back to that idea. What about the people who can't make it? So Nick and I were talking, and we started asking ourselves, how do we bring you into this in a meaningful way without taking anything away from the event? And that's where this came from. Animated, the extended sessions. Now, let me be really clear. This is not a live stream of the event, and it's not a replay. These are brand new sessions built specifically for this. The live event is designed to take you through the full animation pipeline. This gives us a chance to slow down a bit, spend more time inside the ideas, and really dig into the process. We're going to go beyond what we can do on stage. Over 2 full days, we're going to dive deeper into character design, visual development, animation, story, and more. And I'm going to be joined by some amazing artists. Armand Serrano, Chuck Williams, Tim Hodge, David Coleman, Terrell Whitlatch, and a few more guests we're excited to announce soon. If you're coming to Los Angeles, think of this as a continuation, a way to keep learning and building after the event is over. And to say thank you to everyone supporting the live event, Extended Sessions is completely free for our VIP ticket holders and 50% off for standard ticket holders, as well as annual and lifetime members of Creature Art Teacher. We're going to keep this limited because I want it to stay focused and worthwhile. At the end of the day, this isn't just about sitting and watching. It's about learning, growing, and pushing yourself further as an artist. Whether you're joining us in person or online, I'm really excited to have you be part of it. Spots are limited and early bird pricing ends soon. So if you're interested, head on over to creatureartteacher.com/live and reserve your place now. I can't wait to see you. Thanks. And we're back.
We're back.
So there you go, animated, the extended sessions. We're really excited about it. We've got some people that aren't going to be able to join us on stage in Los Angeles, like David Coleman and Terrell Whitlatch. So we're going to talk about things like creature design and other aspects.
David's on set in New Zealand right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm allowed to say what project he's on, but he's working on a very, very big project. David straddles the line as one of the world's preeminent storyboard artists between live action and animation, and he's going to be joining us for this in live, as well as Armand, who will be in Los Angeles, Tim Hodge, Terrell Whitlatch. Those are just the start. We're going to be adding a lot more people. So go to creatureartteacher.com/live. Tickets are available for both events. You don't want to miss either. And again, if you're a VIP ticket holder to the Los Angeles event, the extended sessions are included absolutely free and 50% off for all standard ticket holders. And also, as a 2-day event, 50% off for Creature Art Teacher members.
For the event, someone's asking, is there any way to upgrade my ticket to a VIP ticket?
Send an email to support@CreatureArtTeacher, and we will try to help you out with that as quickly as possible. So again, support@CreatureArtTeacher.com, and we will get you assisted with that.
Well, I'm just sitting here drawing the kid looking over the side of the boat. This is kind of the setup for the whole story. When I'm doing stuff like this, I'm trying to kind of create an image that evokes a question, like you want to know more. And I wanted to play up the scale. I really want to play the scale up. And in my mind, this is a story that takes place along the California coast, possibly Monterey area.
Are you planning to create a studio or one day recruit a team of artists to work with you?
Yes. We need funding. Yep. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, when we put all this stuff out, to be quite honest, we're trying to increase our membership, because the revenue that comes in from that allows us to make more. We want to make films independently. I don't want to have to go to investors and ask for money. That's not my goal. I want to do this independently. Nick and I both want to do this independently. We want to break the mold, basically, on how these films get made. And, traditionally, you get someone that invests in the film, and then, you're kind of beholden to them because they're the money people. And then you go off and make it, and you're sharing the film, and there's all kinds of pressure that comes with that. And I want to change that. Nick and I both want to change that. I think we live in an age now where we can redefine how films get made, especially when we have supporters like you. We can become, and that's one of the reasons we're opening the doors to the studio. We want you to see how we're doing it. as kind of like, well, you're pitching in, you're paying for membership to this, so why not share the process, right?
Evan the Critterwitter on YouTube asks, do you have any favorite film score composers? I recently watched Up, and man, I couldn't get enough of the magic of Michael Giannacchio's brings.
Yeah, well, obviously I like Mark Mancina because he and I have worked together quite a bit. I really loved, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my brain? He passed away a few years ago. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. It's leaving my mind.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yes. The answer is yes. I have favorites.
Are you open to go over portfolios? This is a Twitch question of people that would like to apply or maybe have a chance to work with you, like through, or would that also be through the membership program?
That would be through the membership program, and we're working out ways of doing that. That's, we're doing, right now we're doing the studio sessions. That's another benefit of becoming a member, which is where I give assignments and people submit the assignments, and then we do a critique after 8 weeks. Right now, the current assignment is doing a pen and ink drawing based on our course on drawing and pen and ink, but we did one on character design, and we'll be doing stuff on animation, storyboarding, all kinds of stuff. So there's that. That's our way of kind of getting into that. Now, getting into individuals like that is a little more difficult, and that's something we're trying to figure out how we might do.
Again, you can become a member at creatureartteacher.com/member. We have monthly plans, annual plans, and lifetime plans, actually, all on sale right now. However, just so you know, we're also committed to continuing to produce individual courses, which are all included in the memberships and can always be bought a la carte.
Our business model is not going to change as far as that goes.
Yeah, we want to provide the best value in art education, and I think we've been doing it, and we want to continue to do that. So we're not going to give up a la carte sales. As much as the membership has perks and helps sustain us, you can always just buy a course outright, for what we feel are incredibly affordable prices. Getting some comments here. Let me go through them. James Horner passed. Is that who?
Yeah, James Horner. Thank you. Sorry. I don't know why I was brain farting James Horner. I mean, I love James Horner. And for some reason, when I get on, my brain short circuits, and I do this a lot, and I do it a lot since I've gotten older. I don't know what that means. But
it happens to me too all the time.
Well, when you're drawing and talking and trying to recall facts, the fact that you do it as well as you do is mind-boggling.
We've got another. I've got another live stream that I'm doing tomorrow with the New Masters Academy that I need to. I don't know if it's a public stream. I can't remember.
It'll be on New Masters Village YouTube channel, and we can probably send it out to our channel as well. I'll shoot them an email on that. I think we have a slide about the New Masters Village. Are you able to find that one, Dustin?
The one with Terrell.
Terrell and Aaron, I believe. Yep.
Let me see if I can find.
So this coming year, it's a lot of in-person stuff we're going to be doing, a lot of virtual courses.
If you go to newmastersvillage.com, Aaron is going to be doing a in-person workshop in Southwestern Colorado, May 31st through June 6th. And Terrell Whitlatch is going to be there May 17th through 23rd.
Terrell's awesome.
She's going to be joining us for animated, the extended sessions, of course.
Terrell is part of the Creature Art Teacher family now.
Yeah, she has a brand new course on
how to draw horses.
How to draw horses.
Horses.
A horse is a horse, of course.
That was my.
I've heard of a horse, of course.
My art history teacher in college. That's how he pronounced horses. Horses.
Get on the horse. Martin Says, I'm looking forward to taking Terrell's horse course after my exhibition opening.
Yes.
Yes.
Really excited about the screening today. I've been wanting to share this with you guys for a long time. And once again, for those of you that have just tuned in, I'm going to be sharing a new project that I've been working on called Blue. And it's the story of a blue whale that befriends a boy.
Blue.
And it's an animated short. It's 7 minutes currently.
And a question here from Silver Fox Force Designs. And we're trying to, it's a little mumbled, but can I ask, will the courses become certified so the classes act as a form of qualification?
We do offer certification badges and certificates of completion, which are good for things like sometimes career reimbursement sort of expenses. But we're not a degree program.
Yeah, we're not accredited.
Yeah, we're not giving you a BFA or anything like that. I hope that answers that question.
But when you finish it, it's a BFD.
What's that? A big bleep deal. We got a super chat from Caden Squirrel who asks, which did you think is more important for learning art and animation? Formal education or just wax on, wax off type practice?
Well, practice for the sake of practice isn't practice, it's just repetition. But if you are going in, I mean, you need to be practicing something with some information behind it, right? So understanding, the education, the formal education comes in and adds the understanding. Then the practice comes in, afterwards. So you do need to know what you're doing. Animation isn't just, you're not going to suddenly just discover how to animate by doing it.
Yeah.
There are fundamentals. There's, especially with character animation. It's more than just moving stuff around on the screen.
What's the difference, Jules asks, between full animation versus limited animation in film and television? Is one technically better than the other?
Well, no, they're not technically. It all comes down to taste, really. And so, full animation it's in the description. It's fuller animation, meaning it's more drawings per second than limited animation. So limited animation is less drawings per second. If you get down to the nitty gritty, that's what it's all about. And then full animation has more drawings per second. So it's just, and then limited animation will do things like, it's all about trying to save time. The biggest time suck in creating animated films is man hours. It takes time to do those drawings. And so, especially for like Saturday morning cartoons, they were always looking for ways for speeding up the process. So maybe you put the body on a held cell and then you just animate the face and, the dialogue and things like that. There's ways of creating shortcuts. Now, a lot of times those shortcuts will stand out and it'll look limited. It'll look a little bit cheaper, which is where, in full animation, where it's a new drawing completely for every movement and you're doing 24 drawings per second, that's as full as you can get. That's a different story. And so, once again, it comes down to budget, comes down to time. And then also, there's beautiful films that are somewhere in between full and limited. Miyazaki is a perfect example. He doesn't do all ones and twos throughout all of his films. He has threes and fours, meaning, drawings are held for extended numbers of frames, but it doesn't feel limited, and they're lush and they're big and they feel wonderful.
Right. Yeah, no, I think it's personal taste too, right? As far as what's better versus the other, right?
It's personal taste and budget. Those
Yeah.
are the two things that really drive that. Why is this always going to grayscale?
Are you maybe hitting a shortcut on your?
I don't know.
Stylus.
The last couple.
Of documents were set to grayscale?
Yeah.
Well, it usually saves whatever
It must
you
be
did
set.
last.
Something may have happened on a file that I opened that changed the settings. I just fixed it. It's just it's the mode. It keeps creating new documents in
Interesting.
grayscale mode. But it's only I opened a file from Illustrator, and I think maybe that messed it up.
So again, for people who are joining us on today's public stream, at 1 p.m. Eastern, what you're seeing Aaron drawing right now is a piece of development art for an upcoming short film project we're developing called Blue.
Blue.
And at 1 p.m. Eastern on our members stream, we are going to be showing the animatic as well as a whole presentation of concept art and sort of Aaron's thought process on how he's been putting that together. It's a great time to become a member. It's a special event. If you can't tune in to that event live, by the way, it's included free with membership, but also all of our members only streams are available for replay to members. So you can go all the way back to when we first started Snow Bear and watch it. There's over 450 hours of members only streams just of making Snow Bear.
Yep.
We had some people that didn't miss a stream, which is incredible.
That's crazy.
Yep.
But this is going to be the first one on Blue, the first look at Blue. And, you know, we're really committed to this idea of sharing our process. Someone asked in the chat from Twitch, they asked, is your goal with raising more funding to turn your short into a feature, or is it to use funding to make more projects?
It's to Blue is never meant to be a feature. Blue will always be meant to be made into a short film. So, but even short films require funding and time and everything else. And I don't necessarily want to do it all myself, although Blue is a good candidate that I might be able to do that. But I'd like to, you know, I don't want to just be an auteur filmmaker. I don't want to be like, you know, I did it with Snow Bear, and I'd like to have a crew, even if it's just 2 to 3 people. But that takes budget, and that's what we need to raise the money for.
Poppy asks, how did you transition from drawing humans to animal anatomy? How did you start?
I actually started drawing animals first. So I've always loved animals. I've always been fascinated by them. I've felt empathy and a kinship with them. It's just something that I've always felt deep in my bones. And so, and then as I got older and matured as an artist, I started drawing people too. And one of the big discoveries I made as an artist was the comparative anatomy, that we all have the same parts. My new book, Through the Eyes of an Animator, that I'm working on, I talk about this a lot. It's one of the fundamentals that I use when drawing animals, and that is, we all have the same parts. Most, especially chordates, animals with spinal cords. We basically have all the same parts, just different proportions. Sorry, let me see here.
Has anybody mentioned that whales do not eat boats? That is not part of the story.
That is not part of the story. He's not eating the boat.
Nope. Erica says, the lifetime and annual membership plans are great. It really is the best value in art education. Thank you, Erica. And that's somebody who is taking literally, and I don't mean this, I mean this literally, all of our courses. She's taken over 900 hours worth of courses, plus been around for countless live streams and events.
And I like her okay.
In your story, is Blue the name of the whale?
It could be. Blue is meant to be a number. It's meant to fit in a number of different ways. We never name the whale.
color.
We never name the boy.
You'll see all about that later.
But blue it's in the big blue, which is what we call the ocean. It's a blue whale. So I just felt like the title Blue was appropriate.
Mashin Kareem asks, hey Aaron, is it true that you worked on the Lion King Sega Genesis games? What was that experience like, and do you miss game production?
No, I don't miss game production. I was never in game production. So what happened was after The Lion King, we had a bit of a downtime period before we got started on Pocahontas. And so they were making the Lion King video game. And so I, along with several other animators, were asked to do the little animated loops that they link together for all the different movements. You know, the swinging in the branches or climbing up on, swatting with his paw. And it's funny, lately I've been seeing, there's a guy on TikTok Live that's been playing the game live. And I'll pop in every once in a while and go, hey, I animated that right there. Because he was doing adult Simba running and swatting, and it was actually my animation. It was kind of cool.
It's funny. I want to have you play it one day as on a live stream.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'd be funny because the game is really hard.
And I'm not a gamer,
And
so
you're
you'll
not a
just
gamer.
laugh at me.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
It'd be awesome.
But it was very, very cool. And but it was always meant to be a just something to fill the time so that they weren't just wasting money on us sitting there.
Right.
And it was a chance for them to get feature quality type animation and thinking into this gameplay.
Someone says this reminds them of the Jaws cover.
It's kind of probably meant to echo that a little, right?
Well, it's a vertical. It's the only, and it's a whale, so I didn't know, how else to stage it, at least for what I'm trying to do. But his mouth isn't open, and the boy knows he's there.
And the boy's not wearing a bikini.
And boy's not wearing a bikini.
That would be weird.
The that Jaws poster is one of the most iconic posters of all time. That's
It
for
is.
sure.
I
Very
love
true.
that poster.
I believe, and I might
I
be
believe.
I might be mistaken on this. I'm not sure if it went the other way around, but I believe that poster was the book cover first.
Oh, really?
It was a book first?
Yeah, Jaws was a book first.
Yeah.
It was a big hit,
Oh.
and then they turned it into a movie.
I always thought it was just a movie. I didn't know
No, it was a
involved.
book.
Oh.
I believe I'm falling in love.
And we did get a question, is there any registration we need to do for the Blue event, or do we just show up like a regular member stream? It is a regular member stream. There's nothing special you need to do. It is included with the membership. Nothing you need to unlock. You just show up to the streaming members
Be
page.
there or be square.
Be there or be square.
But I've definitely been scratching that itch of learning how to draw whales. I love whales.
You love whales?
I
feel
love
it.
whales. I love lamp.
I feel an aquatic course coming.
I love gold.
Yeah, it's a chance to. I got hooked when I was animating the orcas in Snow Bear.
Yeah, somebody else on Twitch is like, wait, Jaws is from a book? I know, right? I thought the same thing.
My chat got closed, so now I was missing some questions. Sorry about that, everybody.
And I also just fulfilled my dream of. I mentioned this last week, but I'll mention it again. Without mentioning what the article is, I went to school with the intention of being an illustrator for National Geographic, but I ended up getting sidetracked, kind of went in a different direction, and ended up with Disney. And that's how I became an animator for, I've been an animator for 37 years. But my entire childhood, I collected National Geographic magazines. I still have a bunch of them. And it was my dream. I loved the illustrations. And so as I grew up, I wanted to do that for a living. I wanted to be an illustrator for National Geographic. And but like I said, I ended up with Disney, but I still always had that dream of someday. And we recently had Nat Geo contact us to see if I would do some illustrations for them in their for their magazine coming up in September, I think it is. And so I just did it, and I'm super, super happy.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
What a cool process that has been. Sorry, everybody. Some of my questions are not loading here. The last time I asked a question, you hesitated between either going to Annecy this year or Africa. Have you decided?
Well, we're not going to Annecy.
Yeah.
Africa is still up in the air. But we've got so many different things going on right now, we just can't possibly make it to Annecy.
GB says, believe it or not, the book of Jaws is actually better than the film. That's pretty amazing.
I believe.
You know what the book has in common with the film? You can't see the shark.
Oh, really?
It's a book.
What do you mean you can't see the shark in the film?
The whole story of the Jaws is, they originally had a mechanical shark that they were going to show a whole bunch in the movie.
Bruce,
but Bruce sucked. So that's why most of the shots in the film are just music and sound.
And some of it's live action, like bad live action footage.
Yeah. But if you go back and look at Jaws, a shark is barely on screen.
It's just a third act when he's in it.
Yeah. It's all theater of the mind.
Yeah.
I need a bigger boat.
Actually, Spielberg later said that the shark breaking down has turned out to be the best thing for the film. Sometimes creative limitations, it's a great example of how limitations sometimes can, rather than be limiting, can actually, you talk about it all the time with story, right? How your theme gives you kind of the fence in which to work in.
Yep, actually I'm talking about that today in my presentation about blue. So once again, if you've been living under a rock somewhere, you might not have heard, but we are showing blue today.
Yep.
If you had a chance to get a voice actor for a future animated project, would Christopher Walken or Morgan Freeman be on your list?
No, Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges, yeah.
Not that those guys don't have great voices, but yeah, Jeff Bridges has always been your oh man, I'd love to work with him, right?
That's your opinion, man.
Artist Jenny17 asks, have you ever drawn the Tasmanian tiger, an extinct species?
I've drawn extinct species. I've never drawn a Tasmanian tiger, no.
There's some debate about whether it's really extinct.
I think they're still there.
You think they're still there?
I do. I think they're still out there. I don't think they're extinct.
Even lesser known fact about Jaws is the book was somewhat based on a real life event.
It was, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, around turn of the century, Long Island.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that.
A rambling court gesture on Twitch asks, what do you call a priest who becomes a lawyer? A father-in-law.
You're fired.
You're fired.
Have you ever traveled to Bahrain?
I have not. Bahrain. I just like saying Bahrain.
Would you ever animate for a video game again if the opportunity came up?
No, not by the opportunity. If the project was cool, but not just for the opportunity. I'm not into I want to do more, and not that video games are not narratives. Of course, they're narratives, but I like more theatrical narrative type storytelling.
Cracky Etch Videos on YouTube says Jeff Bridges did voice of Prince Lear in one of my favorite animated movies, The Last Unicorn.
The Last Unicorn, I
highly
know.
recommend it
He did
for
that a long
people
time
who
ago.
haven't seen it. Huh?
But my favorite was Surf's Up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Him as Big Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. It Surf's Up is probably my all-time favorite, like non-Disney animated.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I love the camera work. I love the acting and the voices. They sound so natural.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the upcoming Oswald the Lucky Rabbit series? It's going to be animated by the same studio known for Klaus.
Spa Studios, and yes.
Yes, we knew that. We actually heard that directly from Sergio Pablos, who told us about it a long time ago.
Yeah, we are good friends with Sergio, and we're big fans. And
Sergio has been right in this very room, and then we took him out
we took him out trail riding.
Yeah.
Took him and his sons out trail riding out into the park there.
Fenrir Draws says, I recently rewatched Surf's Up. Never gets old.
Nope, it never does.
Again, I want to remind people
the songs too.
that we are 2 weeks away from our live event in Los Angeles. It's going to be over 20 presenters, Oscar winners, Emmy winners, legends from Disney, from Netflix, from why am I drawing a blank? From Warner, from Sony. We've got Peter Ramsey, the Oscar-winning director of Into the Spider-Verse. We've got Armand Serrano, who's at Skydance Animation, who just worked on Swapped with
Byron Howard, who directed Zootopia 2 and Zootopia 1 and Tangled and Encanto.
Yes, so many.
Yeah.
The Bancroft brothers, Ron Clements and John Musker. We've got musicians. We've got Foley artists. We've got producers. It's going to be amazing. You can get tickets. It's in Los Angeles. Over 20 speakers, 2 days, single stage. VIP tickets are nearly sold out. CreatureArtTeacher.com/live. And by the way, if you pick up a VIP ticket, you will also get our the extended sessions virtual event included for free. You can purchase that separately as well and learn more about that at CreatureArtTeacher.com/live.
Yeah, I saw on Twitch mentions of Surf's Up that the songs too are awesome. And, one of my favorite songs and it has to be Stand Tall from Dirty Heads, which we actually saw Dirty Heads live one
I know.
time.
That was a fun day.
Yeah, that was
You saw that guy the concert was set up in a parking lot. And this poor guy jumped up on stage and did a stage dive, and everyone got out of the way, and he went right into the pavement.
Club Villain 15 sent a super chat. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And says, one of the cool things about Jaws is how the reactions to the monster are scarier than the monster itself.
Yes, to your point.
In Blue, will the whale have a more realistic design than the cartoon designs in Snow Bear? Well, you need to join the member stream, and we're going to talk all about that.
Yeah, it's not going to be realistic. It's not going to be super cartoony, though, either. I've got a nice little happy medium that I'm pushing.
Mino says, an animated film with a made-up creature from you would also be amazing. It would be fun to see what creature and story you could come up with.
Speaking of made-up creatures, I'm curious if people have watched Swapped. My friend Nathan Greno directed it, and Tim Mertens edited it. And we watched it the other night. I'm curious what everyone's reaction is. Had a lot of heart to it.
Are there any art books you would recommend to learn fundamentals? Could we actually replace going to school and be self-taught by learning through books and courses online?
Yes, you can. And I don't have any books off the top of my head that I recommend. But, I mean, there's tons of stuff online.
There's some amazing books out there by James Gurney. It just depends on the topic, there's...
Terrell Whitlatch has got some great stuff.
Yeah, there's so many... Art is a diverse thing, so...
And I would argue that there's a lot of stuff online being taught by people that you're getting better instruction from them than you would at a college in many instances.
People are saying they really liked Swapped.
Oh, good.
Kara says, I know Shannon Helstein worked on that too. Swapped, I assume. Is that Shannon? You know Shannon?
No, that's Shannon Stein.
Yeah. What's your favorite marine animal?
My favorite marine animal. That's a good question. I
Polar
love octopus. I love whales, dolphins. I love sea turtles. I've dove, with all of them except whales.
Watching a dolphin swim right past me while I was swimming in Delta for our field trip. It was it was very surprising.
Yeah.
We are at 11:55. Just so you know, Aaron.
Alrighty.
I want to let people know again that today at 1 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing a special screening and behind-the-scenes look. The image you're seeing right now is for a new animated project we're developing called Blue. Today at 1 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be showing even more. We're actually going to show an animatic that Aaron's developed.
Yeah, and I want to be clear on what that is. So I'm not showing the film. Yes, I'm showing the film, but it's not the finished film. It's not something I've finished. This is the first stage after you've written the film. You storyboard it, or in this case, I didn't even fully storyboard it. A lot of them are camera moves on still images and things like that, but it's something to tell, to get across the story. And one of the things I wanted to do with this was basically create a video children's book, storybook. And that's how I treated this. And so I'm very excited to share it with you guys. It's a format that I really have a lot of faith in. And I've been doing this format for other projects as well. And we might share those down the road also.
From Cadence Squirrel, are you a scuba diver, Aaron? I am a huge scuba nerd. Love the sea.
Yeah, I never got certified. And it's surprising, all the time that I've spent outdoors and living in Florida. I did a lot of diving, and I just never got certified. And I used to have kind of this air compressor that had a regulator on the end of it with a 40-foot hose, and I would just drag that around with me and dive with that. And that was a lot of fun.
Pen Tab Graphite says, for books and online training courses, I recommend Scott Hampton's Perspective book, Mike Mateus's Force books, Aaron Blaze's animation course, and of course the Animation Survivors Toolkit and Masters of Color and Light book by James Gurney.
I thought he was going to say Masters of the Universe.
Have you seen the preview for that movie?
I did, yeah.
It actually looks good.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I want to see it.
that's your era.
Yeah. Oh, I was such a big He-Man. Like I had not every toy, but I had tons of them.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next Jackass.
Martin says, Aaron, I am building an art box for outdoor painting. I used Ronnie's course as an inspiration. He has many great tips. Yeah, in Ronnie Williford's course on plein air painting, which is available on our website. Again, we've got courses on all kinds of stuff. We've got courses on animation, traditional drawing, painting, digital sculpting, traditional clay sculpting. We've got over 900 hours of lessons, and in my opinion, it's all college level or higher because it's all by working professionals in the industry. One of the courses we have is on plein air painting from Ronnie Williford, who is an amazing, amazing painter. And in the middle of the course, all of a sudden he goes, let me tell you how to build a field box. And it turns into like an episode of This Old House, and you're in his wood shop. And
it's so funny.
He teaches you how to build a painter's box from an old wooden box, and it's really cool.
Very nice.
Have you seen Swapped yet, Aaron?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I did.
Swapped?
Mm-hmm. It's a movie we were talking about earlier. It's on Netflix that Nathan Greno directed and Armand worked on. It's a CG movie, computer animated.
I might have seen a trailer for him, just might have forgotten.
Super M Entertainment says, I also like Preston Blair's books as animation resources and The Illusion of Life. Yes.
Oh yeah, this movie.
You mumbling?
No, just talking to myself.
Forrest Lessick says, I'm not going to be able to attend the LA event because I'll be up north. Well, then you might be interested in our brand new Animated Extended Sessions event, which is an online 2-day virtual event. This event is going to work the same as our other workshops in that you have to register for the event and buy a ticket in advance, and then you'll get a replay that you can watch as much as you want, but you have to pre-register. We won't sell it after the event. Didn't David Coleman work on Swap too? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Yep.
I forgot about that. Forgot to mention him. And again, he and Armand are both going to be part of our extended sessions event, June 13th and 14th. You can learn more at creatureartteacher.com/live. And again, that event is not to replace what we're doing in LA. It's a complement. It's not going to be the same material. It's not going to be all of the same topics. We're going to spend a little more time on some topics that we can't go as deep into in the in-person format. So again, I wouldn't get one instead of the other. If it's all possible, I would get both. And again, if you're a VIP ticket holder to the LA event, you get both included. Learn more about both at creatureartteacher.com/live. Another super chat came in. Hey, Aaron, I love your work.
Thank you.
Creature Art Teacher is a great resource. Do you have a favorite comic book artist? I'm a Mike Mignola fan myself. And then P.S. Whales are awesome.
To be honest, I don't know comic book artists enough to say one way or the other, although I do like Mike Mignola.
Yeah. We've met him. He does Hellboy,
yeah.
For people who don't know.
Yeah, I love that. I love his style.
Mm-hmm.
I used to really like, he just passed away. And kind of unexpectedly, he was young. I don't know if he was having health problems. It was unexpected to me anyway, because he was a young artist. Sam Keith, who did the Max.
Oh, yeah.
He just passed away. He had a really cool style.
Mm.
And Todd McFarlane, who does Spawn. I've always liked that sort of stuff. And Jim Lee. Do you use vectors much, or do you mostly draw raster?
Raster.
Yeah. In fact, he draws entirely raster.
Yeah, I don't use vector at all.
These weekly streams fly by, I swear. Yeah, we're at 12:02 already, aren't we?
Yep.
If Preston Blair worked on an animation about warlocks and spellcasters, would it be a Blair Witch project? Sorry, not sorry.
Fired.
Preston Blair, by the way, is the brother-in-law of Mary Blair.
Fascinating.
Who is a famous Disney animator and designer who Alice in Wonderland is a great example of her designs, and the It's a Small World ride at Disney World and Disneyland. Those are iconic Mary Blair designs. Right, Aaron?
Yes, very much so. Sorry, I'm looking up my blue logo.
Blue.
We have a slide, Dustin, about our next projects, what we're working on next.
Yeah.
And memberships right now are $100 off. We extended that sale. It ends tonight. Lifetime memberships are on sale as well. Those are $300 off. That sale ends tonight. On the screen right now, you're seeing a little collage of some upcoming projects we're working on. One is Blue, which we're going to have an extended bit on today.
Yes.
We've got a feature film and graphic novel in development called Polar, which is kind of inspired by Snow Bear. And then we've got another secret project that we're working on called The Hidden, which we're going to be sharing with members soon. So join us at creatureartteacher.com for what comes next. And join us today at 1 p.m. for Blue.
Go blue.
It's going to be amazing.
It's gonna be like, oh my god, so good.
You're going to have to put the relevant letters in red so that it looks just like the Jaws poster.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, creatureartteacher.com, over 900 hours of art lessons covering a variety of topics. And we've also got tons of stuff exclusive for members, live events, live streams. We've done multiple sessions recently with Terrell Whitlatch on how to draw dinosaurs and prehistoric beasts and all kinds of stuff.
It's fantastic.
Sorry, guys. I'm almost done.
Oh, no, you're fine. Take your time.
Are we there yet?
Are you all going to ever make a courses for drawing various flora and landscapes?
Yes.
Absolutely.
The short answer is yes.
Caillou Studio says it's crazy how just a few years ago I bought some of your courses on Creature Art Teacher, and now I've founded my own indie animation studio. Time flies.
Wow, that is crazy.
Time flies too fast, man, is what it says. And Ed Roeder says, keep up the good work, man.
Thank you, man.
Bruh.
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 Zounji says, last week I visited the Wyeth Museum with Josh Adams, son of Neil Adams. Josh is a comic artist who was awarded the Pulitzer Prize in 2022 for journalistic reportage through comics. When I asked if I could see the Pulitzer, he groaned, came back with it, and literally chucked it on the couch next to me. It's a chunky crystal-looking thing with an engraving. That's cool.
There we go.
What is your favorite seafood?
Seafood?
Seafood.
Anytime I see it, I eat it. Probably king crab.
You're a big shellfish guy, though, too, right?
I love shellfish. Yeah.
He's one of the most shellfish people I know.
Yes.
Zounji asks, what will this film be called in France?
Azure.
That's Spanish, isn't it?
I think it's both, isn't it?
I thought in France it was bleu,
Blue.
with an accent. Blue in French is bleu, B-L-E-U-E.
Bluey.
Or B-L-U-E is the masculine spelling.
Oh, I'm glad you threw that E in there.
B-L-E-U. Zounji says everyone is fired today.
You're fired. You're fired. Everybody's fired.
Azul is Spanish. I have been doing my Duolingo. Sally for Art says, I wish I could attend in LA.
We do too. But, hey, if you can't make it to LA, sign up for the extended sessions.
And again, I want to stress, it is not a replay or live stream of what we're doing in Los Angeles. It's a separate companion event. It's also going to be 2 days of learning. It's going to be really a lot of fun. CreatureArtTeacher.com/live to learn about both. Zounji, I see your question on Twitch. We'll answer that one during the members only stream.
I came to Twitch because I'm being ignored on Facebook.
Sorry, Julia. We're
Yeah, Facebook for some reason, like their comments don't update.
yeah, the comments have been acting weird.
Yeah, like on my
You're
browser,
not being ignored.
just
That's very
Facebook
passive
being-
aggressive.
Facebook
think
being
so.
rude.
Joking. Art Crafty Yalia says their favorite seafood is probably fish nuggets. GVL Bright says, this is my first time attending a member stream. Where will I find the link to look at it? Well, you will see a link right at the top of the website, or you can go to the My Account page and you'll see that there's a link there that says member. Let me tell you exactly what it says so I don't forget. Members only area. And I will also post a link here in the chat as well. Have you ever been to Brazil?
Yes, I've been to Sao Paulo 3 or 4 times, actually.
That sounds nice.
Does sushi count as a favorite seafood?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Pebble C says, I love the whale's eye.
Thanks. Thanks.
Can you plan a workshop in the Middle East someday in the future? We would love to get to that part of the world. That's another region we haven't spent a lot of time. And we got and also the South Pacific, right?
Yep. There we go. All right, guys. So if you want to see the film, go on. And if you're not a member, go on over and become a member, and you'll be able to see the film. You're going to be able to see whatever we do moving forward get made, whether it's going to be that film or something else. Because I'm going to ask you guys some questions too after you watch the film. You're going to be my little focus group. And, you know, becoming a member, you're not just gaining access to this type of stuff, but it's almost 900 hours of content that we have right now. And
That's just courses. That doesn't count the members only live streams. Which
exactly.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for hanging out today, you guys. There's a nice little simple poster.
Yeah. That's nice.
Very simple. Oh, Dustin spilled something.
Oh, that's my phone.
But thanks for hanging out, you guys. It was fun. And we will connect with you in a little less than an hour at 1 p.m. where I'm going to share my new animatic on my new film, Blue. So thanks a lot, you guys. Remember, go on over and check out, if you're interested in going to see us in Los Angeles, tickets are on sale still for that. And if you can't make it to Los Angeles, we've got our extended sessions happening, and they're right there, right next to it at creatureartteacher.com/live.
And then one last thing, we have less than 100 copies of the Art of Aaron Blaze Volume 2 book before it goes out of print. You can get that at creatureartteacher.com/books. You can also pre-order Aaron's new instructional book. And if you pre-order it, you are guaranteed a signed copy. You can get those both at creatureartteacher.com/books. And we will see the members on the members only stream at 1 p.m. That's in about 45 minutes from now.
See you later, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Cowboy Bebop.
Dustin, let's run the animated.
Huh?
The animated spot. Let's run that one more time for people who came in.
Hey everyone, Aaron Blaze here. You know, over the past few weeks, I've been hearing from a lot of you, artists, students, teachers, from all over the world. And I keep hearing the same thing. Man, I wish I could be there. And look, I get it. Animated in Los Angeles is going to be an amazing event. 2 full days, 1 stage, some of the best artists and filmmakers that I know. It's going to be a great experience. And honestly, that experience can't really be replicated. Being in the room, the energy, the conversations, all those little moments in between, that's the magic of it. But I keep coming back to that idea. What about the people who can't make it? So Nick and I were talking, and we started asking ourselves, how do we bring you into this in a meaningful way without taking anything away from the event? And that's where this came from. Animated, the extended sessions. Now, let me be really clear. This is not a live stream of the event, and it's not a replay. These are brand new sessions built specifically for this. The live event is designed to take you through the full animation pipeline. This gives us a chance to slow down a bit, spend more time inside the ideas, and really dig into the process. We're going to go beyond what we can do on stage. Over 2 full days, we're going to dive deeper into character design, visual development, animation, story, and more. And I'm going to be joined by some amazing artists: Armand Serrano, Chuck Williams, Tim Hodge, David Coleman, Terrell Whitlatch, and a few more guests we're excited to announce soon. If you're coming to Los Angeles, think of this as a continuation, a way to keep learning and building after the event is over. And to say thank you to everyone supporting the live event, Extended Sessions is completely free for our VIP ticket holders and 50% off for standard ticket holders, as well as annual and lifetime members of Creature Art Teacher. We're going to keep this limited because I want it to stay focused and worthwhile. At the end of the day, this isn't just about sitting and watching. It's about learning, growing, and pushing yourself further as an artist. Whether you're joining us in person or online, I'm really excited to have you be part of it. Spots are limited and early bird pricing ends soon. So if you're interested, head on over to creatureartteacher.com/live and reserve your place now. I can't wait to see you. Thanks.